YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about macros again, and I kind of want to have a follow-up video about the last one that I made about macros, of course. So this one's going to just walk you through a typical day and just show you how it looks to do macros in a day. Maybe next video I'll actually do a day in the life of full day of eating or something like that. Really have to figure out the title later, but regardless of the fact is, we're going to go ahead and walk through exactly what I ate today. It does say tomorrow on there, but we're going to go ahead and just repeat everything I did today. So my goal was 290 carbs, 52 grams of fat, and roughly around 130 to 145 protein. So let's get started. Let's go to food. We're going to add food. And for breakfast, I had 2 Nature Own 100% breads, and I had half a serving of Skippy peanut butter. Okay, now we're going to add the checked ones. Excellent. So here we are already. It tells you, I like the app on the computer a lot better than on the phone. It tells you exactly where we are. So now for lunch, we're going to go to lunch. I had these bird eye steamers. These are fantastic. They're the protein blend. For 2 full servings is the entire bag. It's fantastic. It tastes almost like Chipotle. And you put your chicken that I made. 6.5 ounces is how much I ate today. 2 servings is the whole bag. We're going to hit checked. Alright. And now we're going to go ahead and go down to the snacks. Had a couple of snacks today. I first started off with the Kirkland Signature Protein Bar. They're exactly like Quest Bar macros. They taste really good if you microwave them. They're like 20 pack for like $22, something like that. It's actually a really good deal. It only comes in brownie or cookie dough, but it's still really good. Really worth the macros on that one. And also later, so tonight, before I ended up my macros, I had a Fiji apple, 5.2 ounces, protein complete, half a serving. I had lots of creamer. And I also had some Nature Valley granola oats. It's pretty much like the Nature Valley ground bars, but I guess, well, like the title says, it's just oats. And I put that in my Activia. So we're going to click on that and this. Alright, so that gets my Fiji apple. I had my protein shake. I had 2 servings of coffee creamer because I had coffee twice today. Kind of a pick-me-up. I was actually kind of tired. And the protein bar. So we're going to hit add checked. Excellent. Now we're going to go ahead and go to dinner. We're going to add our dinner for today. So I had a grilled cheese sandwich. So I used again the Nature Valley 2 servings. Winco Foods, it's just a type of cheddar jack cheese. I used 1 serving of that, which is 28 grams. We're going to hit add. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and go down and see where we are at for today. So today we are at, where are we? Sorry, it seems a little bit more difficult. Oh, it's actually reading how much I have left. Not as useful, I suppose. Well, anyways, on my phone, what it says, sorry, I'm still new to the computer app version of this. I had 280 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat, and roughly around 140 grams of protein. On the phone, it's actually a lot better. It gives you the option to break it down into what you have left or what you've eaten so far, your portion ratios. It does all that for you. On this one, it doesn't seem to be doing it. And that's alright. Alright, so with those macros, I kind of go with the flow. There's 2 types of people. There's people who plan a day ahead, and so every minute of that day they know what they're going to eat, and they just got to figure out when they're going to eat them. Or there's people like me who just go with the flow. I'll eat a big breakfast and deal with the consequences of having low macros later, or vice versa. I'll have small breakfast, small lunch, and have a big dinner. In this case today, I had a pretty balanced diet. I had a pretty good portion breakfast, good portion lunch, good portion dinner, lots of snacks. So these are just options for you guys. You guys can split it up or have a larger lunch, smaller breakfast and dinner. You can have more snacks. with macros, it's pretty fantastic, and the fact that it lets you eat whatever you want to eat. Of course, you're not going to lose weight or gain muscle by eating all your macros being gummy bears or candy, but it is nice to every now and then to have, you know, the gummy bears, or to have a brownie or a cookie, or vice versa, or not vice versa, sorry, or so on and so forth. You know, that's the whole point of macros, is to allow you to live life and pretty much kind of portion control what you eat, so you're not over there eating 100 grams of fat, 2 protein, and 30 carbs. It's going to help you give you a well-balanced diet. Now, the key for this is just literally, you can start at 300 carbs, 50 fat, and your body weight in protein, your lean body mass. Exactly. It's probably better to do lean body mass than it is to do your body weight. You know, you're not 100. If you're 150 pounds, you're not 150 pounds of muscle. So you can roughly estimate your lean body mass. Anyways, so what you do is you pick numbers that you feel will work for you. If you have no idea, then go ahead and start off big. Start off at 400 carbs if you like. And if you don't lose any weight, start titrating it down aggressively or slowly, however you feel fit. So if you do 400 grams and you actually gain weight, then you should probably lower it by 20 grams. So it'll be at 370 and 50 grams of fat in your lean body mass and protein. And if you see you're still gaining weight, then okay, lower it by another 30 until you finally stop losing, or until you finally start not gaining weight. Sorry, that was a little tongue twister in my mind for some odd reason. Anyways, so you want to go ahead and find the macros that work with you. Always you want to have, you know, anywhere from 200 carbs, 45, 50 grams of fat, lean body mass. That's typically like the average ratio. I'm not sure what the ratio is. What is it? Maybe like 40% carbs, 35% protein, and the rest fat. That's probably something, I don't know, that was a rough estimate in my head. I could have probably worked it out better. But anyways, that is what macros are. It's just going to help you live your life. You should pick the numbers you want, or like I said in the other video, you can hire a coach and he'll do everything for you. He'll do your meal plans. He'll do everything for you. Sorry. So if you're going to go out with your friends and you guys are going to have a beer or two and go and have some dinner, wherever that may be, you can save your macros so you can have, you know, a high protein breakfast, low carb, high protein lunch, and that way most of your macros will be reserved for whatever you eat. And if you do go over, you won't go over as much because you reserved a lot of your protein and your fat and your carb intake for that main dinner. So it's really going to help, rather than you eating whatever you want all day and then having a giant lunch or having a bunch of, you know, fatty foods and a lot of carbs at dinner. You're going to gain weight twice as much. But now I digress. I'm talking and babbling on. I'm sorry. Anyways, that is macros. Later on, like I said, I'll go ahead and make a full day of eating so you guys can actually see me eat them, so you know that I'm not just eating. Well, this is actually pretty healthy. I usually eat a lot worse, a lot more frozen food. So I'll make that for you guys later. As always, thank you for watching. Always give it a thumbs up. Where's it at? There we are. And share and subscribe. Remember, always, gains. Have a good day, guys.